us in the Loud House. One boy, 10 girls, wouldn't trade it for the world. Loud, Loud House.
Today's Loud House episode was requested by Pugsley Arnold. Pets Peeved. This is the 21st episode of Season 2 of the Loud House, but it's overall the 73 episode. And I'm really not going to lie about this, but this is actually my first time I ever saw this episode when I heard about it, when it focuses more on the Loud House pets. And I had to watch it to know about it, to see what was going to happen in this episode. So, first time for everything. So the episode begins with the four pets trying to get the treats off into the cabinet until they catch the inform of the kids at their home, and so much loving and the attention that much the kids are giving their pets. That is until Lana shows up at the front door.
Ooh, pretty earmuffs. Gimme! They're not earmuffs.
You bonehead!
This is a dog.
It looks like Gurgi from the Black Cauldron with a bit of the shaggy dog's ass hair that has been microwaved by slippers from a baby seal.
I was left with no munchings and crunching. Big snap. Never shot by Googie saw the piggy run. Now Googie remembers. Yes, guess where the fire.
But fuck it. The kids love their new pet to death, leaving the four original ones out in the cold. The next day, the new pet is actually getting so much the attention from Lincoln and his 10 sisters. And the four pets are trying to look their best to try and get more of the attention back from them.
Aw, sorry guys. You can have treats anytime. Right now, this poor lost doggy is hungry.
But nope, rejected,
Ow, Cliff, no claws.
rejected. Bedtime comes and much of the siblings are trying to figure out which one of them wants him in bed with them.
I don't want to get rough with you, but he's sleeping with me. No, he's sleeping in my bed. Fear not, siblings. I have the solution. There are 8 hours of sleep and 11 siblings who desire to share their slumber with the adorable canine. Therefore, said canine will spend 43.6 minutes in each bed.
Fair enough, Lisa. So all the siblings go into their own rooms, leaving the pets out in the middle of the hallway. Later on that same night, the pets have a meeting in Charles' doghouse. Wow, just wow. Pets actually have meetings like in the movie Cats and Dogs?
Why would you do that?
Oh my god, why did I just say that? Okay, no more questions. So much as Charles and the other three are trying to get rid of the new dog by breaking the vase.
Have been wanting to get rid of that ugly thing for years, but I felt too guilty. You get a treat.
Eating Lynn's cooked food.
Finally, someone who appreciates my liverwurst shrimp and hot mayo casserole. Usually eating it's a one-way ticket to the sink or toilet, huh?
Liverwurst, shrimp, and hot mayo casserole. I wonder what that tastes like. And yet they try to do the #1 bad dog routine, getting him all muddy and letting him track mud all around the house.
You know what that means. Bath time!
Ay vey.
Boy, the four of you aren't just trying hard enough, aren't you?
Used to have John to myself, day or night. There was no one else.
Security. All right, they got it already.
But the four mischievous little rascals, they dial the phone and call a place called Green Mile Pet Sanctuary. Green Mile. That should actually be a movie with Tom Hanks.
Forget about the green mile. Try walking the brown mile.
You sound like a stray little doggy. Keep on barking so I can track your location. Gotcha.
Yeah, how could dogs actually talk to humans on the phone? They don't even speak our language. Unless somebody around is Dr. Doolittle. And in one of the domestic pet dick moves in the animal kingdom you can ever imagine, they trick the dog into going outside and then they just lock him out. What a bunch of mean fucks. Kind of like Garfield, what he did with Odie. And I still like Heathcliff more than Garfield. But the new dog is actually captured. And Charles and the three other pets watch, feeling too happy with their Dick Dastardly plan about what the dog could be doing on a farm. But deep down, they're gonna regret it.
Here at the Green Mile Pet Sanctuary, we need your help. All of these cute little animals need a home. For just the cost of a cup of coffee, you could save the life of an adorable, helpless friend. Won't you adopt one today?
Yay! I found Snoopy!
Snoopy! Snoopy!
Snoopy.
Snoopy!
Snoopy. Snoopy.
Wait, Snoopy's actually there? Wow, Charlie Brown must have been a real terrible owner. And you four don't even deserve to be pets. The time will come to put all you guys down. So now the pets have devised a plan to try and get the new dog back. I don't want to fucking know what he's thinking about with that poodle. Now, for some strange reason, they actually get a ride in a truck, but somehow the driver is generous enough to give 4 strange animals a lift. So they finally make it to the Green Mile Pet Sanctuary. They snoop around trying to find the shaggy dog's ass hair around the place. They find him and set him free. Oh, charming, the old using the bird beak to pick the lock every time. Always works. No wonder Woodstock didn't get his own self out of a bird cage. So the 5 pets run free, as in being pursued by the stray catchers. I think the coyote's gonna give up chasing the Roadrunner pretty soon. So why bother with the Roadrunner when you got these 5 appetizers? Just as the 5 pets think they're safe, but they're ultimately captured by a stray catcher who kind of looks like Jane Lynch. But the pets aren't willing to take their chance at going back.
Puppy power!
I believe in Superman strength. Even though they managed to break free from the net, they still managed to get captured, but the new dog actually gets away. Lucky him. But don't worry, I have no fear. Doggy is here. So Sam Sheepdog's lost nephew saves the day, and Charles and the other 3 actually congratulate him and decide to let him be part of the family. Back at the Loud House, much of the kids are actually making posters for their pets, and they're feeling quite sad.
Sometimes I can still hear them.
Wait.
Oh yeah, a total Disney 101 Dalmatian parody. But something quickly just changes when a little girl named Claire arrives at the house, and she has been searching for her lost dog, which the Loud kids actually have. And get this, the dog's actual name is Watterson. Fun trivia time. So you know that all the Loud's pets actually have names of the comic artists, Charles, Cliff, Walt, and Geo? Funny to say, so the Loud House series has this strange tradition of the show of having the 4 pets being named after some famous comic artists, you know, like Charles, Cliff, Geo, and Walt. But this Watterson, he was one of the greatest famous comic artists that did one of my favorite comics and was the creator of Calvin and Hobbes. Look it up, I ain't shitting with you, for those of you who don't know. So Claire and Watterson being reunited, the Loud siblings start saying goodbye to him.
Aw, looks like you're going home, little dude.
You do realize that was his ass you just kissed. You will remember to clean your lips before you eat, won't you? Once the 2 couple leave, Lincoln and the rest of the siblings decide to give their pets a treat, for them just feeling happy that they love them again. And the episode ends just random.
Does anyone know why my slide projector was in Charles's doghouse?
Hey, I'm really sorry if I didn't say so much throughout this review. It's just that throughout the whole entire episode, there's just less dialogue, and there wasn't pretty much for me to say about it, or at least talk about it. Now, that's not saying it's actually a bad episode. This is kind of actually a nice episode, especially when it actually centers around the pets. This is the actual first episode that actually evolves around them, and we actually get to see what they're all about and what they can do. And it was actually nice actually seeing the pets have the spotlight in this episode. I mean, most episodes don't need to have so much dialogue. This one had so much the smallest amount of dialogue in the whole entire Loud House series. And I am okay with that. I'm actually hoping that one day, either in season 4 or season 5 of the Loud House, that they'll actually do an episode where the characters don't talk at all, where you can just hear just music and no one speaks throughout the whole entire episode, like a silly sympathy or one of the segments in Fantasia. I mean, that would be really nice. I mean, an episode like that actually happened in a Cartoon Network show called Kids Next Door, where much of the characters didn't talk so much, but music just played throughout the episode in just 11 minutes. So without this being said, I would actually give Pet Peeve 9 stars. It was a well-entertaining episode, but there's just one small little nitpick about it, and it's really not that big of a deal either. It was the prediction of the plot. It kind of reminds me a bit of The Secret Life of Pets, a movie I quite did not enjoy as much as it kind of felt like it was Toy Story all over again. You know, like someone who's always been around for someone who they have been helpful and loyal to until when someone new comes in and takes over and becomes that new favored. And the main protagonist always has to try to get rid of the new person so that way they could be first, so they can be number one again. So they don't have to end up being second rate. I mean, come on. All 4 of the pets were trying to get rid of the new pet. I mean, that's exactly what the little dog in Secret Life of Pets tried to do with the big dog.
There is no reason to continue this story. There is no reason to see these characters again.
And that's what Woody tried to do with Buzz Lightyear in the first Toy Story movie. But like I said, it's not that big of a deal. It's just that one tiny nitpick. And yet it still is enjoyable. I am the Loud House Critic, and I gotta get myself a little corn snake instead of a dog.
Cramped inside this tiny space may sound bad, but ain't the case. In the lab